Hello, this is Top Stories on Via Television. I am Jay Malik. Now, the spread of the novel coronavirus disease in Nigeria continues to record significant increases. As latest statistics provided by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control reveal, Nigeria now has 211,961 confirmed cases. Now, 74 new confirmed cases are recorded in Nigeria. To date, 211,961 cases have been confirmed, 203,121 have been discharged, and 2,896 deaths have been recorded in 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. Now, the Nigerian police force has yet to provide adequate patrol vehicles and two-way radios for most of its personnel, despite receiving 58.9 billion naira for capital projects in 6 years. Now, analysis of the police budget from 2015 to 2020 indicates that the force proposed 115.8 billion naira for capital projects, while 58.9 billion naira was released by the federal government. Now, items in the capital budget include security equipment and navigational equipment, vehicles and trucks, industrial equipment, books, police stations, barracks, rehabilitation of residential and office buildings, aerodromes, and medical equipment. Though the Ministry of Police Affairs allocated 20 million naira for provision of two-way radios and security solutions for the police in its 2020 appropriation, there was no evidence that the gadgets were supplied. Now, moving on to senior school examination, the National Examination Council is yet to pay its examiners their stipends despite the conclusion of the marking process for the 2021 Senior School Certificate Examination, which was concluded 2 months ago. This is as the council also announced the release of results on Friday. Some of the examiners who lamented their plight to newsmen wondered why the council would refuse to pay and still go ahead to release the results of the students. Newsmen learned that marking of each script cost 16 naira only, and each examiner would go home with stipends according to the number of scripts they marked. One of the examiners, Kudi Ahmed, who marked mathematics for journalists, told newsmen that she had marked 1,000 scripts to get entitled to 16,000 naira. When contacted, the spokesperson of the council, Abdulaziz Sani, told newsmen that the council is trying to find ways to process payment. Now, let's take it to Ekiti State, where wife of Ekiti State Governor Bisi Fayemi has urged a batch of 180 practitioners of female circumcision in Ekiti State who publicly abandoned the job in exchange for profitable ventures not to go back into it. Fayemi urged the form of female circumcision to be vanguard practitioners in the vanguard of discouraging the practice, which she described as violence against the female gender, and in view of the inherent dangers in female genital mutilation. The governor's wife spoke in Ado Ekiti how to drop the blade initiative, a sensitization and awareness program on the dangers of FGM, where the 180 practitioners publicly handed over their circumcision tools and were in turn empowered to the tune of 250,000 naira each under the State Microfinancing Enterprise and Development Scheme to start a business. She reiterated the state government's zero tolerance for gender-based violence and FGM, saying the government would not hesitate to clamp down on people who still practice the trade seen as violence against girls. Now, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has said that Nigeria is better and stronger together than separated. He added that despite the challenges the country was currently facing, Nigerians should not lose hope as it remained a nation with great promises and a bright future. Now, Osinbajo stated this in Jos Plateau State, where he was special guest at the annual Thanksgiving service of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigerian chapter in the state. Now, Senior Special Assistant to the Vice President on Media and Publicity, Laula Kande, disclosed this on Sunday in a statement titled, "Despite complex situations, our country's future remains bright," says Osinbajo. Now, in Jos, he urged Nigerians to speak positively about the country, to stir up faith among citizens in its future, saying that he is completely convinced that the future of our nation is very bright indeed. Now, the People's Democratic Party concluded its elective national convention in the early hours of Sunday with the newly elected national chairman, Ayu, declaring that the party is back to take back power from the All Progressive Congress. This is just as members of the next National Working Committee were declared by the governor of Adamawa State and chairman of the convention organizing committee, Ahmadu Fintiri. Now, 3,600 delegates voted for new members of the NWC of the PDP at the convention, with only the office of the deputy national chairman contested out of the 21 NWC positions. Now, speaking shortly after a march winner, Ayu thanked the party members, stating that PDP is back. The newly elected chairman stated that the party will rescue Nigerians from the terrible mess it has been in the past 6 years.
That the National Convention of the political party is usually a moment to take tangible decisions on the fate and direction of the party. These decisions are mostly institutional, constitutional, and electoral in nature. It is in this spirit that I want to brief you on the activities leading to the election. According to the report of the screening subcommittee headed by the former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mohammed Adoku FM, 34 candidates indicated interest for various national positions in the party, out of which 28 were clear.
And lastly, on sensitization program, the Mandate Health Empowerment Initiative is centered on mental health promotion, care and psychological support through sensitization, advocacy and early intervention, with a particular interest in school-aged children and pregnant and nursing women in Africa. Naame Abba, founder, Mandate Health Empowerment Initiative, said the mission is to promote mental health in Nigeria and the rest of Africa through outreaches and the use of media houses, community programs, and school-based programs for parents, teachers, and students. Speaking with Newsment, officer in charge of Dawaki Primary Health Care Center, Florence Ayebola, said mental health comprises an individual's emotional, psychological, and social well-being, adding that it affects how the individual thinks, feels, and behaves. She also said it's important for them to be educated about mental health. A psychologist, Anne Alogu, told Newsman that researchers have shown that the rise in cases of mental health issues in Nigeria have been linked to factors such as poor economic condition, rising cases of illiteracy, marriage crisis, polygamy, large family, among others.
Because we have a toll-free line that people can take advantage of, and we have 3 sections for them per individual that will be engaging those lines for support. And it's been very, very helpful. We've had courses to also refer people who we feel need treatment beyond therapies, beyond psychosocial support. We've had courses to refer people to neuropsychiatric hospitals, and after some times, I mean, they are very, very happy at the improvement in their health and the health of their family members. A couple of persons.
And when they are educated, thank God, Nigerian public, they are knowing now that mental health, a lot of things can lead to it. So they need education. When they are educated and they are well aware of the factors contributing to they will adjust and change lifestyle. So it's a good development.
Pregnant women and nursing mothers, the most common psychological problem that you can identify there is called GAD, generalized anxiety, when you are worried about a whole lot of things. Like you are nursing a child, it's a problem. And then maybe you are in a big environment where the mother-in-law is there, the brother-in-laws, extended family. You have to cater for your child, cater for your husband, and then you are worried, maybe you have a business you are running outside. You are worried about a whole lot of things.
And that's all we can take on Top Stories. You stay tuned for the rest of our programs. Many thanks for watching.